We're in. We're online. We're booting up. I think. Where's my sketchbook? Need my to-do list. Need my to-do list. Need my to-do list. All right. So start of today. We've already finished our marketing for today. Now we're moving on to our work. Today's the 7th. All right. So just gonna go ahead and keep working on the boy. Good. Whew. I messed up a little bit. I must have done a save as instead of save copy. All right. So, what's the game plan? Definitely want to make the eyes a little bit thinner if we can. It's something I can edit after sculpting. I did not like how the horns came out, so I'm going to get rid of those. And in fact, I'll just see this one work. No, I will not, Paris. You bot spammer. Extrude. Tab. Then here. Radius. I don't want it to be that thin quite so soon. Hello, Arctic. Good morning. How's your day going? No, I still don't like either of those. So leave that there for now. Well, they want more variation in hair width. Right now, they just look like tubes. Tubes. Lots of tubes. We do need to change the back, the heel. Biggest Pro 200. Thank you for the follow. Hello, hello. I actually love this game. Really wish we could play together. I'm also a streamer. Add me on Discord. Wild Goose. I appreciate the invite. I will not add you on Discord, but I do appreciate you coming by. Going okay. Still working on weight painting, testing adding, and a kneecap to see if I can stop the leg collapsing in on itself. A little kneecappy. My God, they kneecapped him. Look at that reference. All right, Paris. You've asked for it. Time to get banned. Time to get banned. Bye. All right. Getting things to deform well becomes difficult when the models are more chong. There's a one creator I've been following, and I don't remember their name, but they make a lot of like chunky, thick sonas, and I'm always surprised at how well they're weighted. Like I don't, when I look at that, I'm like, I don't know. Because yeah, you're totally right. It is really challenging. And a little bit more. Should be a little bit sharper. This spot right here. Turn on that wireframe again. And we'll switch it to slide relax. Should be able to see the wireframe right now. Ah, it's too dense. Too dense. Don't like adding a bazillion bones, but the softer you want the model, the more bones it needs. If only we had dual quaternions for rigging, for weight painting. Because in Blender, they have this option on the armature for preserve volume. It works pretty well, but unfortunately, it's just not a feature that Unity has. I want it. Fill this in a little bit. Feel like my foot's a little uneven here. A little uneven Stevens. Damn, he looks cool though. Oh, my toes. Hi, Dirk. Hello. Has the thread of the rogue firebomb been subdued? Yes, and you would not believe. Yeah. So I unplugged like 2 smoke alarms yesterday, trying to figure out which one was beeping. And it turns out that it's one that has been unplugged for over a year in the closet that just happened to have a battery in it. So that battery was keeping it going despite it being disconnected. And I kept looking around like, man, it doesn't sound like it's coming from any of the ones on the ceiling. Like, where is that sound coming from? But it's just like some random one tucked in the closet. Like, oh, so weird. It's very funny though. Also, good morning, Sai. Excuse me. Already had to add butt and belly bones to stop the chunk getting squished oddly. Unity is chunkist. um, One thing I've experimented with before that worked well for like butt stretching, butt and bone stretching, are rotation constraints. So you can have a or aim constraints and rotation constraints are very interesting when you're trying to fix or get a rig to behave how you want it to. Um, might be a good addition for you, Arctic, if you're not using them already. The ghost of fire alarms past is haunting you. They can haunt me when I'm dead. I can't judge it here because already incomplete. Excuse me. Shouldn't have done that at an angle. That appears to have worked okay. Good. A little more even there. Apply the base. All right, let's get the horns added. Okay, we got a nice diamond here. Nice looking cobra. Well, thank you, Shantriana. Welcome back. Hello. So I can just hide the hair for this one. And rotation slash parent constraints I use here and there, but not had a look at aim constraints yet. They're a little weird. I think all the constraints are a little goofy. They never quite feel like I have a much better success with constraints in Blender a lot of the time. But it did work quite well for a hip rotation fix I did in the past. Going to flip this one. We get this, and then we will collapse these. In order to match what we're seeing here. How's your day going, Sean? It's been a while since you came by. What have you been up to? Oh, yeah, something like that. Yes. Yes. A lot of those, but enough that I should make sure they're included. Whoa, balls. I hate when I do quick shape on accident. Let's make sure to turn it off. Preferences. Quick. Learning how to rig and remembering that bones need consistent names or everything will go to heck. Also, weight painting, not good at it yet. Well, wishing you well. That's definitely a tough skill to learn, but worth it. Worth it. 'Twas worth it. I'm going to duplicate this one more time, put the mirror at the very top, and turn it off here. So I should have a nice mirror there. And then we'll change the shrink wrap to the body. Rotate, shrink, shrink. And then we need one more mirror. Boom, hey! Pajay8 Cart. Pajay Cart. Thank you for the follow. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. We're working on getting this snake rigged. Snaky boy. There's the concept right here. And right now we're working on kind of these large metallic scales. Which they need to actually go up top. About there. Weird that it gets stuck there. Feel free to go as freeform as you'd like with those markings. We'll probably do a bit more tweaks once we're in substance painting. So I want to be able to kind of smear them in the way that they've been smeared on the drawing. Like right here, they kind of fade out. But hello, PJ. Welcome. And just the back ones there. The back ones there. And then here. Hello, JW. Welcome. I misheard you. Thought you said he was a naked boy. It took me a while to realize you hadn't. Technically, he's both right now. Hello, Vadheens. Welcome. Good morning, JW. Hello, hello. Welcome back. How's your day going, JW? JW. Greetings from Turkey. What's up? We are making a snake right now. That's what's up. Snake getting created. Snake avatar, at least. Trying to get this positioning correct. Can't wait to do the little micro scales. That's going to be really fun. Very fun. I would love for the corners to be a little bit rounded, not so square. I'm surprised this doesn't round them. It's a nice steak. Thank you. Thank you. Good so far, taking a break from coaster modeling and working on a base mesh for characters again. That's exciting. Base meshes are awesome. They really do make a world of difference. I want all the edges. Give them to me. Give me all the corners. Give them to me. There we go. Then I can do Control B, V, in order to just make them a little bit rounder. A little bit rounder on the corners there. Nice. Nice. We'll get that blue in there later in the texturing and the crunchiness on the sides. There's also a color transition on the bottom of the toes. Make sure my toes are all the same size. Hello, Zoom. Good morning. We're continuing our work on Snake today. Snaky snack. Snaky snaky. I'll do these guys. We have a subdivision. I'd rather get the multi-res in there. Subdivide. Can I just copy this too? Copy to selected. Oh. Funny. And you know what? They have this kind of triangle shape to both the claw and the bean. So in order to make that, I think we'll pinch the tops like this. Did make it sharper. Now we need to kind of squish them out a ways. Smooth, 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 smooth. Hello there. Hello, Snardom. I'll be right back. Let me get some stuff. Just as I fall apart. over you. Oh, a little bit behind today. It's already 9. I was up till midnight last night. Just driving around. Takes so long to get anywhere these days. I don't know why I put multi-res on these. I'm actually going to get rid of the multi-res, slap back on that subdivision, and copy the modifiers. Take that back. This. Because, and you know what, we'll actually do object data. Duplicate, apply. There. That way I have a little bit more control. And we'll take the top here, reset. And also hit with an Alt S. Same with this kind of side, Alt S, and a crease as well. Now we've got a nice kind of triangulated or diamond shaped one. They're a little low. Let's move them around. I'm going to take this one. Beautiful. Much, much cleaner. Much, much cleaner. Do the same with our claws on the finger. So we'll go ahead, duplicate the subdivision, apply it. These other ones, we will select and link the data. I can adjust all of them at once. Switch this to sharp and connect it only. Increase this. And we're just going to kind of mimic what we did on the toes. Increase that. Increase that. It was a bit of Alt S. Nice diamond shape. They're a little too curved. Good stuff. So I will have to redo the UV maps for them, or reorganize them. Oh, not a bad problem to have, though. I love this texture right here. I can't wait to recreate that. Scales here. Gonna look good. Okay, what needs to happen next is the mouth. Looking in here, you can see a few teeth. Ooh, we actually need to redo the tongue. Right now I have a normal tongue. We want a snake tongue and a little snaky tongue holder. I don't know what that is. What do you call that? Snake tongue tube. What is that? Hey, Ava, dog, Hayden's daughter, has liked the stream. Thank you, Ava. Hello, welcome. Oh, Facebook. Hello. Hello, hello. We're working on the snake character today. We started him yesterday. And lot of work to do, but we're making our way through it. From Iceland. Well, welcome. Welcome from Iceland. I think we have another fellow Icelandic person out there. It's a weird way to say it, but hello. Hope the volcanoes are calming down. I play VRChat. I just started. Ooh, well, exciting times. Hey. Oh, hey. Is it pronounced hey? In Icelandic? Oh, hey there. Let's apply the mirror. Let's go ahead and add a multi-res. And in the multi-res, I will actually, well, first fix this. It's busted. Darn it. There we go. You're on Twitch? I am. I'm on Twitch, YouTube. Should be, if you search Sam Detter, my name, you should find my YouTube or Twitch. But let's see, where is the link? Twitch.tv. Sam Detter. Bam. Bam. There you go. And so for the mouth, clearly we have the two main teeth. Are there any other images of his mouth? No. Yeah, let's start with the top teeth. Boom. Hey! Vampire Girly 69. Thank you for the follow. Hello. Hello. Is that perhaps Ava? A sounds like I, or the I and hi. Okay, so hi. So it is just actually just hi. I like that. I have a preference for that, I would say. But hello, welcome, Vampire. Appreciate you reaching out to me on Twitch as well. I haven't. Yes, I'm from Iceland. Ooh. Not too much in terms of teeth, ref, sadly. Creative liberties go. It's me, Ava. Well, welcome back, Ava. We're working on a commission today, if you're familiar with the work. Yeah, VRChat is a very fun and creative space. A lot of odd things happen, but a lot of good things too. Bit of a wild west internet. That looks really good. Lower that. Rotate it. Can we be friends on VRChat? You're welcome to add me. It's the same name, Sam Detter. I'm not on VRChat a lot, but I am open to friend requests. Most of my time has been spent in Resonite lately, which is like another VR platform. Oh, we're gonna need to make the mouth cavity bigger. More! More! Okay, very cool. Yeah, I love Resonite. Really trying to give it its due diligence and learn it. So we'll probably be in that this afternoon. I'm trying to invite people in to work and make things because our goal long term is to do like D&D or role playing in VR, but more like less like casual role play and more, well, I guess it's all kind of casual in a sense, but um, yeah, absolutely. Once we're up and running, everyone's welcome to come by. Love D&D. I do voice acting. Oh, very cool. I don't. Stresses me out. I guess I'll get some practice though once I start leading some of the uh, or DMing some of the sessions. Bam. Bam. Okay. Very good stuff. Nice. I love it. I'm going to get rid of the subdivision, apply the mirror, add that multi-res in. Boom. Subdivide. Subdivide. One more time, subdivide. Now we can get in and start sculpting. My favorite. Great. Okay. Oh, there's not enough tooth. I suppose for these ones, we'll do another cut here. Then we can go in. I haven't gone into VR environment game in a while. Resonite? Yes, Resonite is like a very fully featured VR platform. You can like script things in it. Pretty much the world is your oyster with Resonite. Like there's just a kind of unlimited amount of things you can do. And it's all like real time, so you can hang out with everyone and make things while you're chilling with them. I think that that's just really cool. Not everyone's cup of tea. Not everyone's like interested in making things, but certainly that's what I'm interested in. But I get it if you understand that not everyone's Resonite's not for everyone. But gonna have to try multi-res for whatever I make next. Current Avi is just a dime topo sculpt that's lagging my PC quite a bit. It adds up fast with that dime topo. Bam, bam. Excuse me. There we go. Beautiful teeth. I got paid as a voice actor. That's exciting. There's a lot of cool projects happening in the VRChat space. I've seen tons of like little movies and voice actors now come out of it. VTubers, you name it. It's its own little world now. But yeah, Arctic multi-res, amazing, so good. Just like cool. I get to do all the topology as simply as possible. Make it easy on me. That's what I want. Make it easy. I don't want to work. Do I have a Discord? I do. If you do exclamation point Discord, it will pop up. Bam, bam, bam. Or it should pop up. Want to be your friend on there. Well, I appreciate that. Gotta fill in the little twofer gaps. But the cool part about doing it this way is I won't need to retopologize it. Or it's already. Womp, womp, womp. Missed that one. There we go. All right. Fill that in. Should I make a movie in Resume? Absolutely. What's that? There's a AI Angel, I think is the creator's name. They just did a recent YouTube video in Resonite as well, which gives me high hope for the future because I think they're well established as a creator. Good to see other creators exploring it. Oh yeah, I can actually open the mouth. As all rigged still. So I need to adjust the bones. Cool. Positioning's way off, but need to shrink the teeth in on the X and just lower them a little bit or raise the roof mouth. Love ASMR role plays also. Interesting. That sounds very fitting for VRChat. Oops. And we'll grab that. Drop in cursor. And then let's adjust our bones. Adjust them bones. Cool. There we go. That's way off, but it's close enough. I actually really should move. I can just move the whole face here at the same time. Bam. Wanna boom. Wanna boom. And the teeth. And we can rotate. And it should be okay. This is Blender, right? It is Blender. My favorite tool in the whole world. Favoriteest tool. Don't know how to use it? Well, I am in here working pretty much every weekday. Glad to share what I know. But it is an investment. It's a pretty big investment time-wise. Would you like to teach me? I'm glad to answer any questions on stream. I was thinking about doing like a paid tutoring as well. That'd be nice. But hard to find the time. Let's grab these. Or put them right there. If as we want to put our selection to the cursor, and then adjust all our little eye bones. Paid tutoring, you have my attention, Sam. Okay, heck yeah. Like, that's good to hear. I was thinking of doing like almost like consulting, right? Rather than like, oh, this is what you need to do, or this and that, like help you with your projects and do like yeah, solutions and stuff. Hello, Sugar One Pie. Welcome. Welcome. To hell. Yeah, like I have X problem, how I'd approach this sort of thing. That would be perfect. Maybe I'll do like a like a personalized tutorial, right? Something I could put out there. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, if you're interested, please feel free to DM me, and I'd be glad to discuss that. Or you could, I mean, you could ask here as well, but I would be happy to brainstorm on that. Because as it turns out, when I need to eat, I need money for that. A lesson I have to remind myself very frequently of. What the heck? This is bullshit. Wrong. Adobe called. They said you were wrong. Money is required for licenses. Food is secondary. It's a good idea, Sam. Start the tutorial with insert name, ask me, insert problem, and then you explain the root issue in tutorial format. That'd be a fun way of doing it. Thank you, Zoom. I appreciate that. I think so, because a lot of times, like, I'm like, oh, I should make a tutorial on this or that. And it's like, I don't really, it's hard for me to find the time. So I think it's like a good wombo combo, sort of, so to say. Okay, but yeah, very happy to work with you on that, Star Seeker, and I'll just open that up as a maybe a type of commission, tutorial commission. Do I want to use these tongue bones? I might have to make a custom tongue. I think I'll definitely have to make a custom tongue. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and disable the tongue. Oh, just the tongue, please. Limb options are Kale's gonna need way more bones. Way more bones. Say at least double. 12 for now. The power of a base template. See how fast that was? Nuts. You show me again? It went by too fast. Clip it, ship it, flip it, and ship it. Master rig. Oh yeah. That's not good. The face didn't update. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. All right, edit again. The teeth, right? Yeah. Limb options. I'm gonna turn off the tongue. Turn on, just kind of reset it a little bit. Wait, what the? Something's wrong. I think I just broke my armature. Clean scene. Update armature. Clean. The mouth is just like destroyed. All right. So that's broken. I will delete the whole rig. Go to Auto Rig Pro and say clean scene. Then take our collection here. Delete it. Actually, these two. Delete hierarchy. This one, delete collection. Save. Then we're going to open a previous version. We'll say this one. Turn on the rig. We'll make a copy. We'll call O5 sculpting rig extract. Save. Then we will take all objects in here, move them to scene collection, unparent all of them, hide them, take the rig, convert, Alt P unparent all of them. So there shouldn't be anything parent to this rig now. And it's this collection that I want. So I will go back to here. My main file. Let's turn off the reference. Do file append, rig extract collection, base humanoid. Still imported the other body. So let's go back one more time. Rig extract. Click the body. And convert the rig, Alt P, clear parent. Clear and keep transform. Save. File. File. Append. Okay, it's annoying. And I will save. We're going to make a new collection, which we'll call rig import. Take all of our objects, drop them in here, turn off everything, and then append again. Take the rig, invert, and delete. Just have the rig now. Good. And we can turn on rig import. Really should call it body. And okay, so now we've got the rig back. I'm going to say update armature before we make any edits. And we'll also set the character name. Okay. Good. That was a little annoying to have to deal with, but I think we're back where we want to be. Though I do have to do my edits a second time. So. Hello, Jack. Welcome. Welcome back. Hello, hello. We're working on a snake right now. Little snaky boy. I think it broke when I disabled the ears. I think it broke when I disabled the earbuds, so we'll have to watch for that. How's the day going, Jack? Working on any fun projects right now? So far, just work. Well, hopefully some fun stuff soon then. really should make a copy here called 06 rig fixing. Work is allowed to be fun now. No. No fun. Only work. That should be fine. That's fine. We'll move this forward a little. This can be right in the middle of the objects. Tail looks good. Hands are fine. Let's straighten out the shoulders. Should be a bit higher, actually. Save. Rotate. Take the whole face. Reposition it. Actually, it probably broke when I tried to disable the tongue. Yeah, that's what broke it. When I tried to disable the tongue, it broke. Fucking all the wrong things. Fuck. Good. Good. That's the nose. These are the teeth right here. Rotate, just get them. Actually, I'm gonna scale them down and then rotate them here. Ah, scale them down. Is it a snake? Oh, great. That's just too good. All right. I think we're good now. I will match to rig. This one should not break. It does not break. Well, the tail's a little weird, but in fact, it should have more bones. Or that's why, because I did not change the amount of bones. So save, limb options, 12. Bam. Match to rig. Does anyone have some reference images of a pun corner? Anyone? We are in desperate need. I mean, like, I don't know if this is real, but apparently they used to have a dunce cap. That's what I think of. Like schools where you, or at least American schools. Sounds fitting though. Mhm. Limb disable and disable. That should work. Extra rig. Good. Okay, I'm gonna make one more backup copy right now before I edit the tongue again. Working. Rig. Working. Save. And then what was I doing? Edit reference bones again. Select the head. Limb options. Turn off the tongue. Turn on sticky lips. That's it. Okay. Match to rig. Cool. And sticky lips is a cool one where the bottom, oh, it's not attached right now, but let me undo that really quick and grab all these other items. And this really is the best part about multi-res. We're already rigged. Already rigged. Yay! But I will need to make a little snaky bottom of the mouth. Look at them jumpers! My God, look at them jumpies! So chompalicious. Come on. Come on. I think we'll make the mouth, the lips thinner and smooth them. They're very sharp right now and angular. And then I think the teeth are fine. Let's just get the lips done and then we'll go for the rest. Sean Stroud, your rigging pipeline looks so simple. I don't understand how I'm still on manual. Well, so a lot of what I've been focusing on lately has been multi-resolution. And that's really what has changed the game for me because I get with multi-res, you can really utilize base templates really easily. So if you go back to yesterday, the start of yesterday's stream, I do have that full process, or at least the starting part of it. I'll be going through the full process on stream. So if you do want to see kind of that workflow, it is available. All right, moment of truth. Actually, I'm going to make another backup save, which we'll call free lip fix. I'm going to try and take the mouth. Drink the mouth. We're going to scale it. This. That. Make the mouth bigger. Right there. That way the lips are a little bit nicer. I'm going to put on O. So we can tweak some of the other things too. That's too far. That's perfect. All right. Yeah, too bad I can't sculpt with the character posed. That'd be so useful. Cool. All right. Looks like it didn't break too much. Oh, also, Sean, I am using Auto Rig Pro, which I have sung praises for many times, so I'll spare my chat from doing it again, but definitely worth looking into. Alt H, Shift H, Shift H. Now we can focus on the roof of the mouth. The roof of the mouth. There, it's definitely getting a little glitchy in here. I'll have to watch out for that. You can really carve out this whole front spot. Not really going to be seen. All right, gorgeous. That worked out well. Take the rig, move it up here. We'll actually turn off the rig for right now. And I'm gonna get a sweater. I'm cold. I'm cold. Much better. Much better. Brugal. Hello, welcome. Real quick, do you make your rig from scratch in Blender, or do you use a different program to help with that? I use an add-on called Auto Rig Pro. It's about 60 bucks, but it saves me a lot of time. There's also another really good one called Rigify, which is completely free. And I would recommend starting with that one. I personally prefer Auto Rig Pro, but better to get used to kind of see what the pipeline is in a free way. and Rigify is shares a lot of similarities. Yeah, welcome. Hello. Ooh. I decide if I should push this in. Then we have like a big gap right here. A gap. And I think we want that. We want to yes. Nice snaky eyes. Well, I do not use AutoRig Pro, AutoRig myself, so I can't judge details. Rigify will give you the same options of a non-destructive workflow. More of a Rigifier here myself. Thank you. Google has turned awful for search results lately, and technology changes every few days. Lol. Thank you again, sub, for the knowledge. Hey, thank you for the sub. Super appreciate it. And yeah, happy to help. If you have any other questions, I stream every weekday, so I'm always just kind of chilling here. And you're always welcome to come by. And Google has gotten really bad lately. The amount of just AI spam and like the image search and Pinterest and oh my goodness. And we're just at the beginning of that too. I'm assuming people here are familiar with the dead internet theory. Reddit post from 4 years ago isn't going to do jack for me now. Good morning, Fable. Welcome back. Hello. Your new place looks great. Thank you. Thank you. Funnily enough, and all this drama and of moving and stuff, I might actually be moving again, like in a week. Hey, Bruegel, your subscription just came through. Much appreciated. Thank you. But yeah, let me show you the digs. So this is where we're at right now. It's just a big, it's like one big room. Just one giant room. We got the door there, and we got the kitchen there, and there's a bathroom behind me, and then the master bedrooms to like the left here. In a week, what are you, a fugitive? Again, really? And thankfully I'll have people helping me move. So it should be nice and easy, but yeah, it's like the person who owns this place, it was like just very convenient for me to move in, and then the market changed, so they're considering selling. So anyway, it's just how it goes. Just how it goes. I'm a little, as much as I like the space here, I am looking forward to living near civilization, because this place is in the middle of nowhere. It's 30 minutes to any grocery store driving. Texas distances. We'll do, what do they call this little thing? A little like eye thing. What is that called? The eye thing. I don't like how that looks, so we're gonna smooth it back down. And I think we'll just try to push the eye back in. Push it. That is. Carbuncle. I think that it has to be named that now. If it wasn't before, it's now the Carbuncle. Named after our good friend John Arbuckle. The shall I go get some potatoes at the store? Shall I plant some myself kind of distances. You are not wrong. Not wrong. But yeah, the next place that I'm looking at, I would be much closer to like family and stuff like that. So it'd be good. It'd be good. Just funny how things work out like that. I think I've made the eyes too defined. That's better. a balance there. A balance right there. Also, not to spam while you're working. No, you're totally fine. But I'm jealous of your sculpting skills. Well, thank you. I can only model with vertices, but hope one day pick up even a fraction of your skill. There's a really nice synergy between the multi-res workflow between the high and low poly. If you're looking to kind of embrace a workflow that does both nicely, definitely recommend checking out the multi-res stuff. We're gonna subdivide one more time. Bring it up to level 5. Hello, Cully. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We're sculpting right now. We're sculpting right now. Now we're gonna go in and add some. Is that gonna undo my subdivide? No. Okay, good. I think we'll leave some of those tinier details for texturing. All right. It looks good. Let's finish up the mouth. Boom. And we'll apply the mirror on this one. Slap on a multi-res. Subdivide, subdivide, subdivide. Now we've got a nice little workflow to get these teeth looking good. Do I provide training on YouTube? I have a few tutorials out there. I'm also open to tutorial commissions. So if there's something specific you'd like to learn, we can discuss kind of like almost, it's basically like tutoring. So I'd be happy to work with you on that. Let's call it like apprenticeship. I don't know, something like that. Give it a bit more pizzazz. Squish that in. Brian Russell, welcome back. Hey, what's up, Sam? Dude, he is showing you how to do stuff right now, and the best part is, can I ask a question if you're confused? Absolutely. Well, thank you. But yes, definitely feel free to ask questions. Very open to sharing what I know. Blazer993, hello. We're working on some sculpting. We're making a snake dude right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. And subdivide that once more. Get some nice little details in there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. And boom, 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 boom. Yeah, right now, using the multi-res tool, make a really low poly mesh, and then get it looking nice and pretty with some sculpting on top of that. Which one are we using here? This one's just a subdiv. So we'll slap that back on. Boom. 2? Yeah, just 2 for now. this tooth, our main one, I would like it to look a little sharper. Boom, boom. Scale it out this way. And it's a little too scaled. We could have this tooth not intersect with the gum line. That would be good. Okay, we'll have to do a little bit of adjustment on both sides. I'll kind of push this up a little. Which looks cool anyway, something like that. Nice. Beautiful. It's gorgeous. Then we'll take this guy, move the little tooth over, or actually we'll put our cursor right here, grab it, 0.6, and that way I can keep the base of it in the same spot. No, I'd rather just keep sculpting this down. Doesn't really matter because that's really not going to be seen. No one's going to see the mouth close because there's going to be lips over it. But I'll know. But I'll know, so I have to do it this way. All right, that looks really good. Okay, let's focus on the bottom teeth one more time. I want to take all these. Boom, 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 boom. And then 0.2. Move them up. Nice and pointy. Bring them in a little bit. Then the bottoms. Boom. 0.2. Scale them in. Down a little. And then the middles. Just trying to close the gap between them. Because teeth do tend to touch. Teeth usually touch. Nice. Those look like they fit together very well. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to say shape, apply base, and apply the base on this one as well. And voila. Now, when I turn down the multi-res to the version we'll actually use, it's already fitted. Perfect. Okay, a little bit more sculpting. Let's get the gums looking extra cool, and then we'll move on. Stick these up a little bit. Pull these ones down. And that'll give us a nice, I feel like this is like a predator look or alien look. That's what I always think about when I'm doing gums and teeth. Alien. Boom. 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 And then carve. I'm going to switch my view to matte cap. Get a better sense of what's going on in here. What's going on in here? There we go. Fill that in. Oops. I'll keep it right there. All right. Gorgeous work. I'm really liking this. I am really liking this. Nothing better than a good set of chompers. And I'll hit apply base. And the teeth towards the back, there's actually like a cap to them. I think we'll make the back just a bit bigger. Nice. Oh yeah. Okay, on to the next. We can hit Alt Q to switch between objects in almost any mode, actually. Bum, 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 bum. Gorgeous. Turn sculpting into shooter game. Pew pew, I hit you. Does feel a lot more like a lot more game like these days, especially with Resonite. That's what I scream when pressing Alt Q. Gonna hop off to feed and pet some kitties. See you in a bit. Sounds good, Arctic. Pet those cats. We'll catch you later. Bye. Add the spacing on these ones. A little. No, just these ones. Thank you. Okay. These front teeth are a little lame. Let's work on these a little. Point two. Shrink them. Grab the bottoms. Shrink them. Rotate them to give them a little curve. much better. Oh, cool. All right. Ah, get out of here. You're just in my way. I'm looking at them too first. These elements right here, I'm going to make a new collection. We'll call body details. And we're going to move these into that one so I can hide them and the tail. And then we can turn on the normal body and the rig. Now I can test they're working. All right. Ooh, definitely a lot more space in the mouth. That looks good. Mouth roof looks good. There's clipping and stuff happening, but we haven't fixed the rigging yet, so I'm not too worried about that. I think we can make the back of both the jaws wider. Actually, just the whole enchilada. So we'll take both of these. And scale them. We'll do the bottom teeth first. Bam, right about there. Move them forward a little. Bring them in. Good. And this guy. Both of these we can move down a little. Cool. Back to sculpting the main body. We can hide this. And now we're just looking at the bottom mouth. And I need to get some snake mouth reference. The snake mouth. Actually, we will use the reference we already have. This one. So, kind of scooped or sloped on the sides. Like that. And then in the middle, we got this big old bumpy. Should I do this as a separate object? I'm thinking I should. Just with how defined it looks right here. We'll instead just kind of carve out a channel for it. Now for the tube, we'll start simple. This is what I love about multi-res. So I just made a cube to start with. I'm going to subdivide it once and apply that. So I can get a cut down the bottom. Like so. Then I can unwrap it, pin it, and straighten it. Shade it smooth. And it should basically be right here. Hello, Josh. Hey there, Sam. Finally finished my project. Can I email it to you? I used a game template for the game and created the cutscene from scratch myself and imported sound effects using Adobe Premiere Pro. Oh, very cool. It's a game. You are welcome to upload it to itch.io and I'll check it out there. That'd be a good way to get eyes on it and stuff. I have like a video. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. You're welcome to send the video. You just post it in chat if you want. It's a video of like the cutscene and gameplay. It's a minute. Gotcha. Oops. Indent. Clear the seam. Extrude it in. Switch to normal. Okay. That's what we're going to use. And multi-res. Boom. So, kind of a weird shape, but did it not let you post? If it did not let you post, then I will go to my Discord and invite you there. I don't see a link, but I'll post my Discord there if you want to go into my Discord and add it there, in case you're unable to. How do can I disable face sets outside of sculpt mode? Disable face set in object mode. Hiding is shared between all modes except object mode. Oh, interesting. So would that mean that if I have my little nubbin selected, I go into sculpt mode, my little nubbin? No. Maybe I can select both of them. No. What we'll do is take the body and I see the link. Let's take a look. It's over here for just a moment. Yo. Nice. you going to kiss? You should be proud. That's awesome. Oh, interesting. Oh. Dope. Uh-oh. I'm trapped. Let's skip this part. Cool stuff. Very cool stuff, Josh. So you animated the stick figures fight scene? We'll select here. Grow that selection. Go to here, make a new one. We'll call this mask underscore upper mouth. Side. Using Stickman and nodes. Is that like a Blender add-on? Okay. Now we can sculpt this little mouth tubule. Get it all positioned correctly. So I should just move it over. Feeling lazy. I'm just gonna move it. Even though you may not feel like it, you helped me a lot during this whole process. Every time I saw YouTube live, it reminded me to keep on working my project. Well, good, Josh. I'm happy to, because I would open YouTube to slack off. I relate to that immensely. I'm right there slacking with you sometimes. Well, good. Good. That makes me happy. It is fun to make projects, but you know, it is an investment. So good job, Josh. Good job. Okay, I'll be on my way home. Enjoy your ride. Have a good rest of your day, and thank you for sharing your work, Josh. Make that a bit bigger there, but I want it to taper in the back. And then turn on my reference again. Get these teeth out of here. And the rig. We turned off. I'd say that looks pretty close, maybe a little bit bigger on the front. We'll go in. I'm here on Twitch chat to do serious work, not procrastinate at all. Unlike people on YouTube, we Twitch chatters take pride in our efforts. I feel the tears rolling down your face, Snartum. It's nuts how much YouTube I watch, though. Too much. I'll tell you that much. All right, shrink it down. Now we're going to work on the tongue, which we'll make full-sized, and then we'll shrink afterwards. Because I want it to be able to slide into this because that'll fucking dope. That's why. That's why. About that long should be good. Do a little split-a-rooney. We'll take this side, extrude it, and this side, extrude it. Point 2, shrink him a little. And we'll give them both some separate cuts. And how should we unwrap this? Okay. We can actually make it unfold pretty nicely if we do this. Pretty sure. Yeah, that did work nice. We'll do another cut here. And then here and here. Boom. And then pin, straighten, down. These probably shouldn't touch, but I'm going to live with it. But I don't care. All right, cool. Unwrapped. Now we can go ahead and hit it with the multi-res, subdivide, subdivide. Go in here, hit it with the mesh filter, smooth. Make it a little rounder. And turn on symmetry. And see if we can make this forked tongue look pretty good. Probably could have done this just with subdivision. It does flare out and get flatter. So it's like a big, thick tube at the base, and then as it goes towards the end, it flattens and gets wider. So I'll actually do that part in here. Flattening at least. And totally destroyed my sculpt, so I'm going to back up and say delete higher. And then subdivide again. I take it back. Then we'll take the tips again. Turn on mirror. Oh. Pull it apart a little. And okay, now subdivide. Boom. Oh yeah, one last thing, mesh filter to smooth. Yeah, it's good. All right, shape, apply base. Probably a bit bigger when we finally get the end. I can always, once we bake to the game ready version, I can always literally go in and cut it more to get more resolution. Should it be required? Snake. Snake. Okay, good stuff. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna go to the restroom, and then when we get back, we'll do the horns, the hair, and that should pretty much be it. And then we can start getting ready to bake. Well, bake the body. We still do have to make an outfit. This one. There's one more outfit, right? It's the other outfit. Where's the other outfit? Uh, check the Google Drive link. Oh, okay. So similar to the previous. Gotcha. So we have the desert style garb and then a casual outfit that's based on the previous casual outfit we made for Lunathal. Similar to that. Okay. All right. I'm going to go to the restroom. We'll get back and start on the clothing. All right. Be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. Hello, Namers. Hello, welcome. We're here in Twitch chat. Do serious work, not procrastinating. It's cold. It's just gotten colder. All right. I'm gonna eat some almond. But my only major complaint with the multi-res is it tends to make these little lines right on the UV edges. I don't know why the UV edges specifically. It's fucking up my UV edges. I guess not just the UV edges. Is there a mark sharp or a crease here? I don't think so. Whatever. All right. More coffee. Right back. Being late. Being late. That fucking meme. Every time I hear the coffee maker pouring coffee, look at that meme. Just like, you piss loud as fuck, boy. So hard to explain without laughing, but all right, that just sounds crazy. What do the eyelashes look like? We got the main chunk, and there is a little side chunk as well. Okay. Time to update this. First, we will bevel. So I can move this out further. Give it a little sharper slant. Nice. I think there must be some sort of like threshold I've crossed of being weird and old where my breakfast just consists of tomatoes and almonds. Mine's just been coffee for years now. Well, once in a rare while, I'll actually make some eggs and toast. I do like starting the day or having an empty stomach at the start of the day because a lot of times if I eat too soon, I just get sleepy. I don't want to be tired. I just woke up. Just woke up. This is bullshit. Eggs, toast, and tea, baby. That sounds like a very British breakfast. Been appropriating their culture now. Maybe they're onto something. You're just missing the beans. Just missing the beans. And they are onto something. Beans and toast is delicious. And nutritious. Delicious. Nutritious. A little tongue in the way is funny. I think the muzzle looks a little more feminine than masculine. So I'm going to kind of make it a little bit boxier from the eyes down to the snout. We'll see this, the eyes. That's really the eyes that are making the biggest difference now. Once I added that, I just kind of made the eyelash is too long. Eyeliner game on point. Exactly. There. Yeah. All right. So much more to do. character keeps making me think of the snake and song from the Prince of Egypt. It's been replaying in my head all morning. He does actually have a kind of desert or Egyptian themed outfit that we'll be making for him right now. Oh, I'm getting a call. Sorry, everyone. All right, I'm back. So, before I go into the horns, or sorry, before I go into the outfits, let's make these horns because I did not finish them. Let me up the resolution to get rid of this banding. Oh. Mm-hmm. And we'll also add a bevel. No, I take that back. I will just actually bevel it. I'd rather have the geometry. Awesome. And before we continue, we can go ahead, slice this open. Which allows us, oh my goodness, to pin. All right. I shouldn't have deleted that curve from before. And in fact, I'm just going to go get it really quick. There we go. Excuse me. Curve. I named the curve. I didn't actually name the object. As I put this before the subdivision, that actually is pretty nice. Actually, a little bit easier to control that way. Funny. Okay, I think we're almost close to getting this in position. Add one more modifier here. And voila. Much better. I'd rather just make the hair taller. Cool. 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 .60 SX. Get them to Y. Just gonna come together. Back from petting kitties for money. And no, that's not a euphemism. Well, good. I hope those cats are well patted. Okay, I think we are actually done with not the hair. The hair still needs more work, but we can start moving on to the clothing. Outfit 1. Let's say desert. And I'm going to turn off all the reference. So they're kind of harem pants with a belt and a toga and these amulets or bracers. Any other ref on the? I think that's it. Okay. All right. This one will make a circle. Circle of 8. We'll add a subdivision. This will be the start of the sash on the shoulders. All right. Actually, use a subdivision. I want multi-reds. I'm going to put the cut on this one. All right. Then subdivide once. And we'll kind of just begin to sculpt it onto the body. Maybe if I get a repeating fabric texture, I may use a displacement to fill it in. We'll see. Could be a nice way to work. Money Hacks. Hello, sir. How are you? I'm doing well. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We're making a snake dude right now. That is our current project. I will start with 1. Then we'll make another of 8. We will crank. Actually, take that back. I will make a cube for this one. It'll be the same. But hello, Sky. Welcome. How's your day going? We're making some pants for a snake right now. Snake pants. Add a mirror. Subdivision. Try to apply. We'll do 1. Yeah, we have to do 1 cut there. Right. Well, it's a sunny day. IMO, it's going to be a great day. You are correct. It will be a great day. Will it will. We got 1 hour until lunch. Play. I want to play. Sure, Maya or Blender, which is best? Best is a tough word. I prefer Blender. Um, I don't like companies like Maya or whoever owns them. I think that open source should be how software is approached. It's really nifty watching 4T, the artist that does those pieces, incorporate the casual design into that desert garb. Came out well. Like little bracers. The callback. The callback. Mm. Mm. Question is, though, let's work with the tail. Where'd that arm come from? Just one arm going very fast. Which arm? The arm? I must have missed something. So fast, Sam did not see it. Was it my arm? I have no idea. Excuse me. Now I'll make another circle of 8. Actually, a little bit smaller. Doesn't need to be quite that big. Just checking my expressions, make sure I'm not broken anything whilst tearing the model apart. For how much of a sage bubby this model can be. So sad. So sad. Love the irises. Are there treats? All right. Nothing too bad here. Hungry. Grab. Go hungry. Sir, how many years have you been in this 3D sector? I've been doing this kind of work, making characters for people, for about 3 to 4 years now, full time. I started getting some experience in Blender about 10 years ago, but I didn't really take it seriously until I started doing the character work. Mm. Seaweed is the best. I think that if you really want to get into this kind of work, you can get to a good spot in about a year. A year of hard work can really get you where you want to go. And there's a lot of opportunities in this kind of space. What was the point where you felt you were ready to get into it as a full-time worker? A little hard for me to say because um, even before then, I'd already been doing commissions for a while, just for like 2D art commissions, um, concept art, stuff like that. So I'd kind of already been in a similar space for a while. Um, but honestly, it just came down to how much money I was making. I was like, can I support myself doing this? Um, there's not much else that really matters, because yeah, I would say that if I could go back in time and give myself like some advice, it would be to make sure that I had my physical health. I put my physical health first because I kind of just I sacrificed a decent amount to get here. There was a lot of silly sacrifices I made working with certain people, certain clients, not managing my health or expenses well. Anyway, um, freelance work like this can be um, fun. There are a lot of challenges to it as well. I think that in the era of like social media and stuff, um, really what matters is like our I wouldn't take on any client work until I felt it was consistent and I was working at a rate that is healthy, as in literally like getting paid a healthy amount. Because I think the first thing that goes for a lot of artists, myself included, is like a reasonable wage. um, you just got to be really careful of that. I'd say it'd be better to work at a coffee shop for minimum wage than to take something you love and burn yourself out working for scraps. Anyway, uh, and feel free to ask. If you're looking to get into this, I'd be happy to give more detailed responses. And I certainly don't want to give you the impression that it's not worth doing. There are challenges in this space. Healthy and consistent, exactly. As soon as you're not hungry anymore. I would never be able to make that step. Financial security is a must for me. Okay. 1 second. Thanks, Sam. Healthy and consistent. Thanks, Sam. Absolutely. For anything you do in life, and I think especially art, you should always put your physical health first. Your mental health comes from your physical health. And anyway, health is really all you have. You know, people say time's the most valuable resource. You can't do anything with time if you don't have your health. So I would say health is the most valuable resource. Artists have a bad habit of working their body into the ground. It's very true. Yeah, and Zoom, just the making that leap, it was like I was already kind of heading this direction. I think I kind of lucked out in terms of getting some commission experience under my belt during college. So I kind of just kind of eased into it a little bit, but there's still some very tough times. Take breaks, stretch, hydrate, and don't overwork yourself. Also take time out for personal work or you burn out so heckin' fast. Another thing too, it's like I would almost recommend that you avoid working in the art industry. And you managed to make that step though. Thank you, Zoom. Thank you. I would say that the commission in culture that exists online is almost there's this is a big caveat. There's some big caveats here, but it's almost better than the art in many art industries in and of themselves, especially the video game industry, things like that. There's a lot of issues with those. I mean, you guys can see it right now if you look at how many people are getting fired and stuff like that. Unfortunately, company or like the video game industry, the movie industry, anytime someone tells you that passion is the most important requirement, your red flags should be going off. That is classic managerial abuse 101. Passion's more important. And at first you believe it, and then you do it for a few years and realize, holy shit, I'm just getting taken advantage of. And that is a lot of the industry, unfortunately. It's both for video games and for movies and stuff like that. So just be careful out there. But it is, hear a lot of bad stuff about it. So many people fail to see the work that goes into it. I'll never be that kind of team lead. I'm in Montreal, so I want to try at least get in the video game industry or movie industry to get some experience. Well, good. Got seaweed stuck in my teeth. But not for a long-term goal. It's all going to change quite a bit in the next 10 years, next 5 years, really. It'll be hard to say what this industry even looks like in a while. With the rate tools are changing and the ups and downs of the market, I feel a little bit more secure in this kind of, I feel much more secure, not just a little, much more secure in this kind of work than I did in anything else I've done, in any job or work for a boss. Also, I don't really like having a boss. I think I'm a bit allergic to bad managers, especially now. So I have to be careful about just who I work for, because in some of my past jobs, I was really prone to butting heads with my bosses. I'm sorry out there. I feel a little bad for that, and then also not that bad for that. Mixed feelings on that one. Some of it was just me being immature, and other parts of it were me just not seeing the problems. Reed wouldn't be able to have a bad boss. Preach. Working from home would be the big goal, not for a long-term goal. That I think is really what allowed me to step into it. It's like having a bunch of roommates, keeping my expenses super low, and working from home. Like, yeah, the commute just takes so much time, and then no. Glad to have learned to deal with such managers because I've been a boss, so I know what it involves. I just worked at a lot of very small studios. It was like 4 people, including the boss. Those environments, um, I don't think I would work for a company that small again, um, ever again. I would much rather either lead my own company uh, or um, I think there's a lot of benefits to very large organizations with when there's like this amount of work and coordination that needs to happen all the time. Hmm. I think about how I'm going to unwrap these. For now, I'll subdivide them. Anyway, I think this is certainly bound to be in a very exciting time to get involved in any of these industries, uh, for better or worse. So there's a lot that's going to be happening, a lot of change. But I could totally see like a large, I guess you call it like an artisan movement, just small artists like myself working on platforms like Roblox or VRChat. I could almost see that being just the future of games in general because everyone wants custom content. And as the tools get better for people to be able to make custom content for themselves, I think big companies are going to be they're not agile enough um, for a lot of for adapting to everything. So there's a lot of room, there's a lot of opportunity in that for individual creators. You can already see it with Hollywood and YouTube, right? Like how many what was one of the biggest what have been the biggest movies recently? FNAF, Sonic. There's the Fallout show. I was like, and although those aren't like those are still video games industry, I think it still points to um, just that you can make very specific content for a very specific audience. Hopefully it blows up, but I mean, you don't really need to worry about that. It's like just focus on getting your following, finding your community, whatever that means, and uh, creating value, creating things that people want. Anyway, I could go on, but I won't today. Or if you have more questions, I'll indulge. But um, Where'd my sleeve go? Where'd my sleeve go? Oh, it's gone. D&D content is always going to be in demand, I think. I think so. I think it'll become something else eventually. Um, I think all entertainment will become as personal as a D&D campaign is right now, eventually. We're kind of at this moment, call it like the keyhole moment, where things are so saturated, so saturated. It's zooming in on all your personal time. It's like, if you wanted every second of every day could be occupied watching something or being entertained. But it's like those big companies can't get personal enough to really make things that matters to each person. But that's where I think things like VR and D&D come in, because you really can, with some effort right now, begin to make things that do feel very personal. I think the TTRPG style games will actually boom soon. I agree. Especially once AI can play bigger roles in it. Yeah, because it just gives you freedom, right? It becomes less passive. Everything becomes less passive in entertainment. Maybe personal is the better metaphor. Anyway, either way, a lot of fun on the horizon and things that I want to explore. Yeah, more Resonite, more Resonite. I'd like to explore like in Star Trek. Yes, that'd be awesome. I love Star Trek. Next Generation is my one true love when it comes to Star Trek. Also, Sam, just jokingly thinking out loud here, with AI and companions, have you ever thought the unavoidable market of, well, companions in the virtual world? I have. I definitely have put some thought into it. Um, I think if I was working with someone to make that happen, I'd be a little bit more interested in like exploring it. Well, my hair is all crazy right now. It's a little hard, right? For now, physics just isn't there yet. I think that when I think of like, oh, like you could make this or that and this and that, and that's like, I think VR chat's actually probably pushing that frontier farther than anything I could make, and anything, and it will be more compelling. VR chat, because just to be blunt, like the ERP scene in VR chat is going to be as big as VCR. Like, if you go onto the Gumroad marketplace and you just look at all the different avatars, it's like there's a pretty clear trend about what's selling. What people are there for and what people are looking for. Very clear trends. And I do think that that's actually probably the killer feature of VR. And I think that that's the killer VR feature, personally. Next on Sam Blitz, premium peen products. Never say never. Never say never. Sorry, I know that's so crunchy sounding. Definitely the main attraction. For me, I have a hard time pursuing that in a creative capacity, just because I find my motivation is temporary for those kinds of things. um, it's like, oh, it sounds like a tantalizing idea, and then you're like, well, I want to be able to like show this to people, and anyway. My initial start in commissions was not safe for work drawings. That was my break into commissions. So I first started, and so I feel that I have like some good insights into what people are looking for in that kind of space. But at the same time, I find that it's not necessarily the work that compels me. Definitely the main attraction and the hypocritical society stigma. Oh, that'll fade. So people will always be critical. I mean, okay. In conservative states, the anti-trans states that exist, guess what the number one most consumed type of not safe for work content is? It's the one and the same. It's the one and the same. People are very focused on the things that they are focused on. If you show people they'll be offended, then they will PM you how much. Exactly. I think there's a lot of truth in the idea that um, reason there's a lot of reactionary anti-progressive stuff is because they just can't stop thinking about it. Anyway, the conversation for a different stream. that particular angle. But yeah, I think I mean, to be honest, if I had funding to make an indie, if I wanted to, maybe as we work together, um, doing these D&D projects, if I could put a team together, I would probably try to tackle one of those larger projects. I don't know what that looks like, and it's hard for me to like consider at the moment, just because I don't have that. I think I do suffer kind of organizing people, um, not in a bad way, not in a big way, just that like when I need to make a project, I usually end up doing everything myself, and that's not a bad thing, but it is not necessarily productive. It's not the right way to. I'm bad at delegating. I'm very bad at delegating. It's something I recognize in myself, but still have a very hard time avoiding. um, but if anyone's interested out there, this is something I'd love to discuss. Is like, if there is a market for projects, certain types of projects, regardless if they're not safe for work or not, I'd be happy to discuss collaborating with people. I don't have funds to throw at things, but I do have time and skills to throw at things. What's up, cutie pie face? Hello, Hanma. Welcome. Welcome. Hello, hello. How are you doing? I saw your message with the this should be higher. Do you like the Avi? I don't think I took a look. I wasn't sure at first what you were sending me, so I was like a little wary of downloading something. But this is the Avi from a while back. It's not a download. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I definitely had assumed that.
So how to
Oh, very cool.
The second weapon is Avalon, which I renamed Excalibur, which has like slashes.
Super cool.
And each
Children.
slash is a different sound. There's a
It's from Zep's step.
and a laser.
That's super cool.
And the last thing in the range series is a handgun.
It's a literal handgun.
It's just a toggle. I have a thing called Avalon, which is something I can do with both sides, but my controller's broken, so I can't really do it with both. When you do a point your finger, a sword will summon, and it follows your hand. And when you put your phone down, it does a little blast.
My goodness.
That I changed the sounds of, so
Powerful. Dang. Great work, Hanma.
For special effects, I have fire, so I can do a fireball. And a fire trail, which follows me around.
Nice.
And a fire pool, which is more of like a disco-like effect.
Did you make all these in just
It's a bull
Unity?
that hits my character and then explodes into a pool.
Whoa. I think it killed the recording. Hello, Ray. Welcome.
I have wrong shirts done.
I liked the look of the flames or whatever was on the ground with Dragon Age OST. Nice. I was like, I knew that sounded so familiar. That's got to be one of my favorite games. I was thinking Lord of the Rings though. This there we go.
It's something you can check out. I have his railgun. Oh, sorry. I added his
How big is this avatar?
railgun, the coin railgun to the lightning gasa, but I removed the coin, so it's
45 megabytes.
Coin railgun is just a railgun.
Dope.
So fits with the lightning aesthetic. To go with the rumble assets, I added a thing called Karen. Which is a giant cloud that forms and leaves rain when it explodes. It's basically like a lightning bolt.
Def is a superhero, Avi.
Another one of Zev's assets is the. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Just kill the cameraman. I just like particles. Very cool stuff.
I have a disco effect, which is in the same menu, which is very like nauseating for some people.
Oh, interesting.
The song that plays is like from one of my favorite playlists. This one is like a beam. It's very, very big, so I advise extending that.
Whoa. Doesn't seem to like the big particle effects, or the recording doesn't.
But it's basically an aura and a portal that follows my hand and lets out a beam, and it has music at the end of it. This one took me a second, which is like a blue and red Rasengan. You can only really see it at the start, and then it runs off away and explodes.
No. That's amazing.
This one is like a blue version. Which doesn't.
Are you controlling that one? Seems like you are. Blue does nothing, it's a little broken. That's near, right? Music.
Sadly, that doesn't explode because
I control them all.
The
Oh shit, that's awesome. Runs into the explosion. Respect. Opposite of cool guy.
the music ends like nice and abruptly, which is kind of cool. Then we have Gilgamesh's the ability where it summons portals that have swords, and the swords launch after a certain time, like Collider.
I've seen this one before, super dope. Or I've seen the anime before, I should say. Oh, interesting.
The rock decal after it like hits the floor is a little bit broken, but it's around it. The next one's meant to be an aura, which is based off 7 Heavenly Breaths on Naruto.
Fascinating. Hey, great work, Hanma. Let's go. Let's go. Now, are you when you made those particle effects, are you looking to sell them? Like, because I could totally see you putting those on Gumroad and making a decent amount of money. I think people would buy those up, like little candies. Well, thanks. Mostly not me though. I mostly buy people's stuff as a base and then edit them all to all hell. So probably not. I still think you could do commissions for them. Like if you told people, hey, I can edit your particle commissions or whatever. That's certainly something. Anyway, I'm not trying to put pressure on you. I'm just saying that I see a skill, a marketable skill. If I ever am doing a bunch of particle effects, I'll reach out to you. So far, I have yet to really play around with particle effects. Um, I really struggle with the particle system in Unity, to be honest. Anyway, fantastic work, Hanma. Kicking butt, taking names. The Rasengan took a bit of time. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Those all seem to have been quite an investment of time and energy. It's a little wrinkled or something. There's some lines here. You see that? It's weird. Just gonna apply this. I can actually get rid of those. It's hard to do things like when someone rubs your head, the hearts come out. Not too bad. If you know how to set it up, it's relatively straightforward. But I don't think there's like a direct tutorial out there for it. But it's not too bad. You just would have to make a custom animator. Fluid red Rasengan that you control. If they explode far enough away from each other, it's two explosions, one red, one blue. But if they're close enough, the explosion merges into a blue center and a red outer explosion. I just recently learned that purple as a color does not exist, which is super fascinating to me. It's like purely a perceptual phenomenon. Yeah, this is totally a tangent, but I just found out that it's purple's not real. You're just seeing red and blue. Purple is just reddish blue. Well, like all other colors correspond to a wavelength, but basically purple is on the spectrum, blues on one side, reds on the other, but they don't connect. They just keep going those directions. Purple is our brains trying to bridge purple and red, or blue and red together. Even though on the spectrum they don't go together. The spectrum of light. Anyway, man, that's not important right now, but just had to share my learnings. What's bugging me about this is just that it doesn't actually look like it's draping, which I think is what I'm really going for, is that it should look like it's hanging off the body. And I'll feel satisfied with this. You might need to solidify it as well. Alex Sanders, thank you for the subscription. Hello, welcome, welcome. We're working on our snake boy here. Let me know if you have any questions, but we're just chilling right now. Slowly pecking. Actually, I'll probably be going on lunch in 10 minutes. I will be going on lunch in 10 minutes. Yes, I will. There's also hella colors that don't exist to your eyes. Just things we can't perceive, you mean? Yeah, we've only got like, what, 10% of the whole possible spectrum of color? Clothes need solidify or just plain? I will probably solidify the clothes or this sash. All right, good stuff. Let's turn this one up as well. Look at that. He's looking good. This one I'll give a solidify. Boom. And then now we need to push some of these objects underneath. And it's so much faster now. So much faster. Still missing a sleeve though. We are missing a sleeve. It is kind of a question of how does this sleeve attach? I don't think it's this thing. Well, maybe it might have been this object here, which would have been this guy right here. Could have closed it and extruded it. I deleted it at some point, and I don't know why. Oh well. Oh well. Trying to get these clothes as close as we can to the body. They look a bit more realistic. Bam. Sorry, your question was, do clothes need solidify or just plain? It just depends on what you're able to see. So when you're baking things, it would probably be good to add a solidify modifier. So when it's baked, you get like a nice bevel on the edge of like the material. So like, for example, this material right here, you would just get this really sharp edge that baked. But with a solidify, you get a softer edge. You can even bevel that further if you'd want to. Another thing too is that I know that these clothes are going to be seen from the other side. So I will be able to see the inside of this cloth here and over here. So I have to decide, do I want to simply have the shader be dual-sided, or should I make mesh so that it's not invisible on this side? So that's kind of a question I have to think about now, even though it's a little bit further down the line. You could do one of the two. Exactly. Well, technically you could do both, but usually you're choosing. Most of the time, most clothes, most models, you just don't see the backs of. Like if I was making shirt and jeans, then I don't need to make it dual-sided and I don't need to solidify it, because you're never going to see the inside of those clothes, things that are form-fitting. If it's not form-fitting, then you have to consider making it dual-sided with the shader or giving it additional mesh. So it's just kind of a question of, do you see the back of the mesh of your shell, geometry? Do normal maps work on dual-sided? I believe so. I think displacement won't work on dual-sided, not sure on Unity environment. They get shaded correctly in terms of getting shadow on the back. The normal maps might still be incorrect though, but it looks okay. When you have your model done, then how do you do the bones? In this case, I actually have already rigged my character. So I'm using multi-resolution, which allows me to create a very simple mesh, which looks like this guy here at the base. So this is the simplest version of the mesh. And he is already rigged. So if I go to Silex, bam, and it's a little laggy. Well, actually, it's not that laggy. His tongue's kind of poking out. So we're not done with the rigging, but I've already. If you go back to yesterday's stream when I started this character, you can kind of see the setup. Still need to tweak the. Obviously, we don't want the mouth to move the head here, but already pretty much ready to go, which is awesome. I love this workflow. It's my favorite. Because the multi-res workflow allows you to combine your sculpting and retopology into one step. So because I can take my simple version, rig it, and unwrap it right now at this stage when it's very simple. And then I go in and I add all this sculpture detail, which I can bake down into it later. And anytime I change the form, I can make it change the very low poly mesh in order to match the shapes, which is awesome. Hello, Saka53. Hi, how are you doing? I'm doing quite well. You actually caught me just at the end of my first stream of the day, but welcome back. Welcome back. I hope you're having a good one. But I will be back very soon. Sorry to say hi and run, but I am going to go to lunch now. For anyone new here, I break my day up into 2 streams. So we're just ending the first one, and I'll be back for the second one in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Is usually my method, and we'll go pretty late today because just a quick question. No worries. Yeah, what's your question? Or was that your question? But I hope everyone's having a Is it an FDM or a resin? For my 3D printer, my 3D printer is a resin printer. Resin printers are very good for anything that has a high amount of detail. But you just want to be careful because the resin can be toxic. And if you don't have a good process of cleaning it up or kind of keeping your space clean, you want to make sure your health is a priority there. They can make a hamster with big head and elephant ears. You're always welcome to commission me, Rango. Check out my samdudder.com if you're interested in me making a character for you. All right, I see. Thank you for the tips. Absolutely, Saka. Wish you well with printing. That was my question. See you after lunch. Indeed, I am going to lunch, everyone. Thank you all for hanging out with me this morning. I'll be back very soon, so definitely hit that follow, hit that subscribe, and you'll be notified when I'm back. But see you all very soon. We're going to keep working on this guy, and then in the afternoon, we'll hop into Resonite and do some really fun VR stuff that you're all welcome to join me with. Thanks for the tips. Absolutely, Leah. Thank you for coming by. Thanks for streaming as always. Thank you, JW. Thank you. Sky, see you soon. See you all very soon. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye, everyone.